Hello everybody, it's been a while. Well, I'm back and I have a great video for you. As you can see, or you already know by reading the title of this video, it's all about mask maps. And you can see them in action in this mushroom right here and on the terrain. And I'll show you how to do that, because it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. So let's have a look at the actual material. So here's the material set up for the mushroom you saw earlier. Wait a minute. Here's the mushroom, here's the material, and here's the shader. It's the... basically this means albedo normal and roughness metallic. I don't know why there is not an I for emissive, but it doesn't matter. It's this shader right here. It allows you to set up a mask map. And right under the shader you see a short description where you can already see what stuff does. So it tells you green is roughness, blue is metallic, and red is emissive. So on this mushroom right here, the dots are clearly emissive. You can set up the emissive color and the strength, and you need a strength greater than 0 in order to have this effect. And the rest is quite green or rough. And here's the actual mask map. So it looks kinda weird, right? Just everything is kinda green and there are some red dots. So the red dots are the dots on the mushroom. And it's actually just this thing here, so the texture for the model. And I did just do this, and oh well, I need to do this one here. And then you can search the element it's mushroom, it's this one here. You can drop this right into your favorite editing software, image editing software, and I use Sprite for that. And I just create another layer on top of it, make it green, lower the opacity so I can still see the stuff underneath it, and I just pick out the dots on the mushroom, make them red. And this is how you get this image right here. And it tells the engine how to render, like with what kind of surface to render the texture of the model. And that's about it. I encourage you to play around with this a little bit, because it's a little tricky. In this example I use the actual maximum red color there is, like on the RGB scale this is like 255 red and 0 the other colors. But you can make stuff slightly emissive by having green with a little red, for example. Same goes for blue, so blue is metallic, keep that in mind. And I showed you the terrain, for example. The terrain, it's a little small, the picture right here, but the purple parts on the mask map are blue. And this is set up as an animation. This is why my terrain is pulsating. It fades to green and then goes back to blue again. So playing with rendering settings in your map makes metallic stuff more pronounced. I can show you how you do that in a second. But yeah, I use the blue on this one right here. So it looks like there are two different materials for the texture. Yeah, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. It's very shiny, it does pulsate, and the options in the rendering section of your map that will affect how this looks are the intensity for your environment map. Because if I go to this one right here, it looks kind of weird. It kind of makes me sick how it looks. But in this render setting, it looks actually pretty cool. So you can turn this up even more and this will be even stronger. But you don't really need to do that. And also you want to have bloom, I think. Well, bloom is not really necessary for this one. The bloom looks nice on emissive objects like the mushroom, for example. This makes a huge difference. So yeah, that's about it. It's been a very quick description of mask maps and I hope you can get something out of it. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.